Hey there, Deborah Donaldson here, and in today's video I'm going to be covering 4 of the top productivity tools out there. Make sure you watch till the end because I'm saving my favorite for last, and this is the one that's really going to help you crush your goals in 2021. So if you are new to my channel, Success with Deborah D, I help people grow passive income streams online. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start with a product management tool called Asana. This one is very popular. I used it a little bit, and to be quite honest, I didn't put a ton of effort into it, but it's very popular, and I think it's especially popular for those people that work on teams where different people will have different tasks assigned to them that need to be done on a specific schedule. And so you can have a shared board that everyone can work on, and you can mark projects off as they are completed. And then especially this works especially well if you have a large project that you are doing. So Asana has gotten very good reviews out there. For me personally, I was really looking for something that I could schedule out my daily activities, keep track of my goals, keep track of when I actually took steps towards my goals, and a way to schedule everything out on my calendar. So for me, Asana didn't quite meet that goal. So then, then the other thing too is I just signed up for the free version, and if you are looking at upgrading so that you have more features and tools, you're looking at a minimum of $10.99 a month. You're getting close to $120 a year for using this tool. I wasn't quite ready to do that, so I just stuck with the free version. And with any of these programs, the free version gives you a basic amount that you can do, but really to get all of the bells and whistles, you really need to upgrade, which, in looking at the program, even upgrading, I don't think I was going to get the tools that I was really looking forward to use. So that's Asana. The next one I tried is called Trello. Now this one has gotten a lot of great reviews, and you can move things from board to board, and I probably got a little bit more value out of this one. But again, for me, what I was looking for is something where I could schedule out my daily, weekly, monthly activities and set it on a calendar so that when I pull it up during the day, I could know, okay, from this time to this time, this is what I'm doing. And yes, I could set tasks, but I really couldn't set a time frame to do them in. And then when they're completed, getting it managed and all this kind of stuff, I found that I was really having to put a lot of effort into this. And again, to get all the bells and whistles, I would have really needed to upgrade. Now this one is a little bit less expensive, $3.75 a month. Or billed monthly, $5 a month. So you're looking at $50-$60 for the year in terms of being able to do attachments and add colors and do things like that. But I still didn't think that this one was really gonna meet my needs in terms of scheduling. So then I was on to the next one. What am I gonna do next? Well, I came across another productivity tool called Airtable. Now, Airtable is another one that, this is just playing around with it. I tried setting dates, but again, a lot of the color features you can't use unless you upgrade. I tried doing like a content idea thing, and that wasn't great either. So I just felt like I was spending a lot of time trying to configure, what I wanted to do, or try and hack my way into doing this so that it would work for me, but it really wasn't ideal. And again, I would have had to upgrade to be able to do the things that I wanted to do with colors and all that kind of stuff. And it's all in the same price range as some of the other ones. So with Airtable, you can see here, this one is about $8 a month. So again, you know, it's all in the price range. None of these are really outrageous, but they all are in the, you know, $50 to $100 range. So that's kind of what I was expecting, that if I found something that really met my needs, that's what I would be willing to spend. So before I get into my final productivity tool that's really gonna help me crush it in 2021, and I think it's really gonna help you crush it in 2021, I wanted to talk about why setting goals is so important. And, you know, if you don't set a goal or track what you're doing, if you're not measuring anything, you're not going to get anything accomplished. And if you have vague ideas of what you're going to do, the more vague you are, the less likely you are to reach your goals. And so in terms of goal setting and productivity, it is super important to be very specific on what it is that you are planning to accomplish in the year, why you want to accomplish it, you know, maybe a vision board to help you visualize attaining your goals, but the ability to break it down into steps that you can do on a consistent basis throughout the year is what's really going to help you crush it in this next year. If you focus on the right steps and being consistent, you're going to reach your goal. Excuse me, you're going to reach your goals. It's when you focus on the end without really taking the steps in between that people end out getting discouraged and not being effective with what they're doing. So during this time here, really sit down and, you know, it's going to benefit you in the long run if you can take some time and just really sit down and figure out what it is that you want for this next year. How much time do you have to put towards attaining your goal? Is your goal realistic? Is it attainable? So they call them SMART goals, you know. Is it specific? Excuse me, I'm going to pause while I get a drink of water. So are your goals SMART? Meaning, are they specific, attainable, measurable, realistic, and timely? And the only way that I have found to track all of this is through, excuse me, I've really got a tickle in my throat, through this final tool that I'm going to be telling you about. And there's a number of things that I really like about it. It's got a journaling feature so that you can keep track of what you're doing, what you didn't do, things to pay attention to. And over a period of time, it gets to be very interesting if you go back and look at your thought process, how you thought about your business, how you grew, what you did differently. The other thing is it's got a calendar, so you can schedule out on a daily basis what needs to be done, and when you do it, you can check it off, and it's going to give you an overview of how consistent you were in doing your tasks, and it's going to help you create those helpful habits to be able to attain the goals that you want in this next year. So without further ado, let's get started. So the productivity software that I'm talking about is called Goals on Track. And it's going to really help you with goal setting. Some of this I already covered. People who are super successful already have created their goals. They're very specific about what they want, what they're going to do to get there. It's going to help you with focus in terms of focusing in on what needs to be done on a daily basis so that you can achieve your goals. And, you know, if you're just real vague and don't have things planned out, like I said, this is where you're not going to be as effective in working towards what it is that you want in the following year. If you don't have a plan, you can't stick with it. You don't have any plan for follow-up. It's hard to be persistent and consistent. So with this tool, you're going to be able to write things down as you go. You're going to be able to create a plan, track your time and action, hold yourself accountable, and build habits that are really going to help you. It's got that goal journal that I mentioned that's going to help you realize the steps that you've actually taken and the growth that you've gone through. And sometimes people keep a goal journal. Sometimes it's a gratitude journal. Focusing in on what you're happy about is really going to help you. And if you can visualize, like they say, both the outcome and the process, this is where a vision board is really helpful. The more emotion you can get involved with your goal, the greater the likelihood of success. So there's a video here that is going to walk through the whole program, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. But again, it's going to go through SMART goals. I covered this. I'm most likely you've heard the term, the best way to eat an elephant is bite by bite, and you're going to keep. So it's going to help you break your tasks down into small, achievable things that you get done. And when you start achieving your goals, that's when you start training your mind that this is doable. You start to believe it. And when you start to believe things, that's when they happen. So as with anything, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try it and it's just not for you, they do have a full risk-free guarantee. Just let them know, and you will get your money back. So this is what they say here. Sign up and give it a try. Unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. And so you can, and they're a proud member of the BBB, Better Business Bureau. So they are a well-known company, and this is well worth checking out. Now, they do have some free templates here that you're going to be able to download. And like I said, I'm going to be putting the link to this in the description below. So if you're interested in checking it out, interested in crushing your goals in this next year, give this program a try.